Hello, my name is Randy Dobson. I'm an instructor here in the Houston, Texas area, and this video will be covering the the P-line command, Polyline command for Autocad. Um, this command takes the line a little bit further. You've watched the video online, pretty basic stuff. Now with the Polyline, which is right next to it, you can actually put a width on the line. That is one of the biggest features of a polyline. I started the command, I'm going to click here, and then I can come down to width and give it a width of say 2, and then I want the ending width to be 2, and there I can draw an object where this is an actual width of 2. Whenever you get into your intermediate course, you'll learn about layers, and there's line weights and line types there that will appear to be widths, but it's just a visual thing. Here it actually is this width that you can create. So very nice tool. You can vary the widths, which I've seen some people in this field use this, believe it or not, as how to create an arrowhead or a leader line. They'll go start point here and they'll make their width 0 to begin with, and then the ending width of 3. They'll come out here and click here, and then they'll come down to width and change the width back to 0 to 0, and there you have an impromptu leader line that's made, and this is just one polyline that's done right here. So it has many uses for it. I would prefer that you don't make your arrows like this, but sometimes in an emergency you need something really quick, and you can do that. um, One of the other things a polyline is very good for is giving area. If you notice, I'm going to just give a bunch of shots here and close it up. When I list this, which is just LI, enter, and I select my object, it gives me an area. So I'm working in feet, so I know it's 2,589 square feet. And this, say this was somebody's fence, I would know that that's 245 feet. Uh, if you've ever looked on a map and say that, let me just draw something here real quick. Say this is your home and this is your work, and your path is going something like this on the freeways and the side roads, and you get to and these were all lines. Well, you'd have to add all of these up to get that overall line, to where if I use P line and I was marking my route to work like that, then all I have to do is LI list it and know that it's 557. I mean, it'd be a lot more than that, obviously, but 557 feet is the length. So that's a really nice thing to do. If you notice at the first of this video, I went to say join because I was thinking about the polyline. One of the commands, I'm going to take a line, or one of the options. I'm going to take a line and I'm going to close it, and as you can see, these are all individual lines. And now I'm going to do a P line, kind of make it look something like it. Okay, so if I want to move this, I can just move it over. Here, if I want to move it, I've got to grab it all to move it over. See, if I move just this one, nothing, it doesn't take the whole thing. Well, there is a command. It's a fairly new one. It's been out for a few versions, which is called join, just JOIN, enter, and you select all of the objects you want to join, and now it has made it into a polyline. As you can see, the description is polyline, and this one is a polyline. So you can do that. If it's an older version, there's another way which I go into a little bit more with the join command specifically. But that's a nice little tool. If you ever want to take it back to being individual pieces, you just type in X enter to explode it, and now you have individual objects for dealing with a polyline. Another thing that you will learn about polylines, and you probably haven't watched the video on it yet for hatching, but polylines make a boundary, and that's what we find by listing it li enter, where it gives us an area, it gives us a perimeter. If you have a bunch of lines and they close, all it's going to do is, well, let me just show you. Picture's worth 1,000 words, they say. If I list all of these, it's just going to give me line after line after line after line. It will not give me an area because it doesn't see itself as closed. But with hatching, and there's a whole nother video on hatching just to kind of show you. Let me start up a hatching. Let's get something that we can see here. And again, there's a whole video on this, so don't worry that you're not following. I'm going through that kind of quickly. Okay, this was done with lines. So what happens if this corner over here changes? Okay, this goes out over here. See, this won't go with it because it's not a closed object. Okay, where here I can grab any corner and the hatching goes with it. Okay, now granted, like I did over here, I can put this back and I can select both of these lines and then select this corner. Well, actually, it didn't work this time. Let me try that again. Thought that worked, but maybe not. Now there it goes. Not sure why that happened. It didn't happen over here. Let's try another corner. Yeah, so it will work, but you notice when I click here, I just click the one. Where here I've got to click twice. I've got to click once, twice, 3 times. Well, over here I have to click once, twice. Okay, you may say, well, that's just an extra click. Those little extra clicks slow down your efficiency, and you again, you want to be as fast as you can as you progress through AutoCAD. In these courses, I'm not worried about speed. I'm worried about you completing the assignment. If it takes somebody 10 minutes and takes you an hour, well, you both completed it. I can guarantee that the next time you'll do it faster than an hour. Because it is just repetition over and over. If you've ever learned anything, a musical instrument, or say it's martial arts or gymnastics or baseball or any kind of sport, just repetition over and over again. I can pretty much guarantee you that these professional baseball players, a shortstop, when they get that ball hit to them, they could be blindfolded and they could probably still throw it to first base. Okay, even without even seeing it, because it's just practice, repetition, and you will get faster at AutoCAD. But I don't want you to worry about that now. But that is one of the Polyline is a really nice tool. I will tell you this, I'm going to put the width at 2 and I'm going to stop it. Now when I go back to Polyline, well, guess what, it's still the width of 2. So whenever you do use Polyline, if you need to go back to 0, then you have to start your Polyline, hit your start point, go to width, and change it 0 to 0. AutoCAD does maintain that P-line width. It's thinking you're going to use it more and more. So that concludes this video on P-line or Polyline. Thank you.